Place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Easy. You ready?
Now Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the 20. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. But expanding a little bit on Kenyon Drake, interesting year because hardly used early on. Then Jaycazzz goes to Philly, and he took over as the Dolphins' lead back after that trade.
And was never a lead back in college. He was always that accessory piece who helped him in the special teams as well. So we'll see what the Dolphins decide to do in 2018. See if they give him a little competition at that spot.
That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound at the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Breeze hands to Ingram. And an alley to run. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the ground with a tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Breeze going to sneak it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll run it with Kamara. Oh, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much. As he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Now he'll escape to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Tannehill on first down. That's It's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Perry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On third down, that's Perry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this is turning.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Breeze now on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Lutz's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past. The 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They run with Perry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-round. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first and 10, Tannehill. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Now it's Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. To throw is Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Breeze going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 13-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
After that run for a first down, I don't know that confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Breeze. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Breeze to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is Perry. Space to run past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Andre Branch coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Perry. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Tannehill now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Breeze now to throw. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Breeze will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Breeze. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. To throw is Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is out.